What is up, everybody? Solomon here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. A little bit of a quicker video today. Gigantic news, obviously additional conversation around why we are in the right place at the right time, and confirmation that we certainly are. So Binance, obviously a gigantic organization within the digital asset space. We've got Binance Smart Chain, BNB, the exchange-based asset. We all know how big Binance is. We know kind of the Binance US and like kind of the old school money that's surrounding themselves with a lot of these initiatives. But essentially taking a $200 million stake in Forbes. So what they're essentially doing here, they're making this just gigantic investment, and it's actually replacing half of the $400 million in commitments from institutional investors, which is making it essentially one of the top two biggest owners of Forbes after this public listing. Now, this is essentially going to be a merger. Forbes is planning to merge with a publicly traded special purpose acquisition company in the first quarter, and just trying to kind of go big or go home here, I guess. Very, very interesting. Forbes is going to be listed publicly under the ticker FRBS. But yeah, this is absolutely gigantic. We just have seen a ton of information today, more generic, but extremely gigantic, and it just reiterates the fact that we are exactly in the right place. Welcome to the Crypto Super Bowl. So cryptocurrency ads are going to be running for the first time during the Super Bowl this Sunday. Crypto is coming to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl fans are used to seeing ads for Budweiser, Coca-Cola, etc. Now Bitcoin and Ethereum are getting some time to shine. But obviously kind of the Bitcoin and Ethereum rhetoric has to be used in this Barron's article, doesn't it? It's just ridiculous. First time ever, Super Bowl will feature ads from the cryptocurrency exchanges when the Cincinnati Bengals face the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. So this is coming from crypto exchanges, so who gives a shit necessarily what assets they're trying to provide rhetoric for within this article. It's certainly more than Bitcoin and Ethereum, and all kudos to Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the exchanges that actually, I don't think FTX is on here. Yeah, one of the companies shelling out millions for Super Bowl commercial time is crypto exchange FTX. Obviously Sam Bankman, very, very rich individual in this space, but it's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see some of these Super Bowl advertisements that are dealing in crypto. We heard about these all the way back in 2018. I remember people kind of almost guaranteeing that we're going to see a cryptocurrency, digital asset, or advertisements on the Super Bowl, and it just didn't happen. Crypto.com as well. So very interesting. Wanted to talk about this just a tiny bit. Saw this today and just thought it alludes to a lot of the discussions that we're having right now. Inflation rises 7.5% over the past year. It's the highest literally since 1982. So 40 years, right? Absolutely insane. Consumer price index for all items rose 0.6%, driving up annual inflation by 7.5%. Real earnings for workers increased 0.1%. So nice devaluation of the dollar occurring. This was cool to me too. So HBAR News launches for Hedera Hashraf audience, and I saw this. Try to stay as involved as I possibly can in a lot of these ecosystems. Obviously, he talks about Hedera Hashraf, but this is HBAR News. So this is the founder of HBAR News, former founder of GoMint, which a lot of us that have been dealing in HBAR NFTs have dealt with. The first NFT marketplace on Hedera. So HBAR News, I went to the site. I have it doubled up here now. I think. Oh, who's the other guy in the Hedera Hashraf community? HBAR to the Moon does an insane job, kind of consolidating data within the Hedera Hashraf community. I will share his Twitter on this video in the description. But this is another news aggregation website, which is just fantastic. Kind of consolidating a lot of the community-based polls. I think there's a Lehman Baird interview in here. Max Williams, obviously. Max Walker Williams in here as an interview. More of the community coming together and kind of creating this consolidated framework where we can actually get information. They did an interview with Dr. Baird, I believe, 10 days ago. Can see all the trending things as well. I think it's cool, and I think that we need more of this stuff across all of these ecosystems of utility that we believe in. Last but not least, I saw this today. It was interesting. Eternal Labs. A lot of influencers are dealing with this platform, certainly dealing in NFTs as well. Raised $20 million in a seed round to continue building out the NFT tech. Now, this is through Eternity, essentially a licensed intellectual property. But if you look at the funders in here, so this is following a $20 million raise during its seed round with investors including Riot Games, League of Legends producer, former Google CEO Eric Schmidt, Kinetic, Morningstar, Ripple, Algorand, Banter Capital, and Polygon. And Eternal is, I think it's like a $40 million market cap right now. Maybe it's a little bit higher. Eternity. So yeah, just trying to pay attention to everything. Again, inflation on the rise. Binance taking literally a $200 million stake in Forbes prior to the public offering of FRBS, which is going to be the new ticker for Forbes when they launch. And Barron's Magazine essentially putting out Welcome to Crypto Super Bowl, FTX, Crypto.com, gigantic. And for all the community members across all of the communities dealing in hopeful utility and innovation in this space, these news sites, this aggregation of data, this kind of community empowerment where it's not necessarily just about the influencers or even the organizations or institutions involved in what's going on, because really I feel like we need to be kind of at the forefront of trying to foster all of this innovation, because it's going to be sold to us in a way eventually where people aren't going to be able to continue empowering themselves. And it's the Wild West right now in a way where it's difficult to get above waterline because of all of the incentivized promotions and just influencer-based status, stuff like that. So I think these community initiatives are great. People are actually paying attention to people actually building in this market, and even regardless of what price action is doing, I think is really would be my number one tip to how to operate in any portion of this space. Just watching who's building, watching who's still integrating with other organizations or institutions or projects, and watching who's not, because it would allude a lot to potentially what projects potentially are cash grabs and which are here for the long haul in sustainability and building out Web3 and the Internet of Value. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.